Have you ever noticed how your mind and your sleep seem to move together, like partners in a gentle dance? When our minds are calm and at ease, sleep often comes willingly, wrapping us in a comforting embrace until morning. But when our thoughts are racing, filled with the worries of the day or anxieties about tomorrow, sleep can feel distant and out of reach. This connection is not just a feeling, it is a profound truth of our well-being. Our mental health and our sleep quality are deeply intertwined. Think of your mind like a sky. Sometimes it is clear and blue, allowing the sun to shine through brightly. On these days, falling asleep might feel effortless. Other times, the sky of your mind is filled with heavy gray clouds, thoughts of stress, sadness, or frustration. This is where the gentle practice of mindfulness can become a guiding light. It teaches us how to relate to our thoughts differently. By acknowledging our thoughts without judgment, we can slowly untangle the knots of stress that keep us awake, creating a pathway toward the deep, restorative rest we all need and deserve. So what exactly is this practice we call mindfulness? At its heart, mindfulness is the simple, gentle act of paying attention to the present moment, without judgment. Imagine you are sitting by a gently flowing stream. Your thoughts are like leaves floating on the water's surface. Some are bright and colorful, while others might be crumpled and brown. Mindfulness is not about stopping the leaves from floating by. It's about sitting on the bank and simply watching them as they come and go, without needing to grab onto any single one. Throughout our waking hours, we are constantly planning, solving, and worrying. Our brains are magnificent tools, but they often forget how to switch off. Mindfulness meditation creates a quiet space between our thoughts. It teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present, often by focusing on something simple and constant, like the feeling of our breath. The beauty of mindfulness is that it doesn't ask you to empty your mind. Instead, it invites you to become a kind observer of your own experience. By creating a space of mindful awareness, you are building a sanctuary within yourself, a calm, safe place you can return to whenever you need it, especially as you prepare for a night of deep, restful sleep. Beginning a mindfulness practice does not need to be complicated or intimidating. Think of it as a gentle invitation to yourself, a few quiet moments carved out just for you at the end of the day. One of the easiest ways to start is by using a guided meditation. There are many wonderful apps and recordings available that can lead you through the process. Another simple yet powerful technique is to focus on your breath. As you lie in your bed, simply bring your attention to the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest or abdomen. Try to breathe in slowly and deeply, and then exhale just as slowly. You don't need to force it, just allow your breath to find its own natural calming rhythm. It is also helpful to start with very short sessions. You don't need to meditate for an hour to feel the benefits. In the beginning, just 5 minutes can make a world of difference. Set a timer for 5 minutes, get comfortable in your bed, and simply practice watching your breath or listening to a short guided meditation. Committing to just a few minutes feels manageable and helps you build a consistent habit. Finally, remember that the goal is not to force relaxation. This is perhaps the most important tip of all. Sometimes, the more we try to force ourselves to relax or fall asleep, the more awake and agitated we become. Mindfulness is about allowing things to be as they are. By letting go of the struggle and simply being present with whatever is happening, you create the conditions for relaxation to arise naturally, in its own time. It might feel like magic, but the calming effects of mindfulness are deeply rooted in science. Researchers have been studying these practices for years, and what they've discovered is truly remarkable. When we regularly practice mindfulness meditation, we are not just calming down for a few minutes. We are actively reshaping the neural pathways in our brains. Studies using brain imaging have shown that mindfulness can decrease activity in the amygdala, the part of our brain that acts as an alarm system, triggering our fight or flight response to stress. For those navigating the difficult waters of depression, mindfulness can be an especially powerful ally. One significant study found that participants who engaged in a mindfulness-based program experienced a reduction in their depression symptoms by as much as 20%. Furthermore, mindfulness has been shown to improve sleep quality by directly addressing the root causes of insomnia, such as rumination and worry. Research from institutions like Harvard has demonstrated that mindfulness meditation can be just as effective as some sleep medications in treating chronic insomnia. A consistent mindfulness practice also strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for emotional regulation, concentration, and self-awareness. You are not just putting a temporary bandage on stress. You are building a stronger, more resilient brain that is better equipped to handle life's challenges, leading to sustained improvements in both your sleep and your overall sense of well-being. The beautiful thing about mindfulness is that you don't have to wait to begin. You don't need any special equipment, and you don't need to become an expert overnight. The journey begins with a single, gentle step, and you can take that step tonight. As you get into bed, take a moment to pause. Before you reach for your phone or let your mind spin with the day's events, simply give yourself this gift of stillness. Remember the simple invitation to lie down, close your eyes, and just be present with your breath for a few moments. Once you are settled, try one of the simple tips we explored. Perhaps you can find a short 5-minute guided sleep meditation to listen to. Or maybe you just want to place a hand on your belly and feel its gentle rise and fall with each breath. Let go of any expectations about what is supposed to happen. Your only task is to be present with whatever arises, with a sense of curiosity and kindness. Allow your thoughts to come and go like clouds passing in the night sky. Tomorrow morning, take a moment to reflect on your experience. How did it feel to take that time for yourself? There is no need for judgment here, only gentle observation. This practice is a journey, not a destination. By continuing to show up for yourself, even for just a few minutes each night, you are planting seeds of peace, clarity, and rest that will blossom over time. If you found this guidance helpful, please follow or subscribe for more simple, gentle tips to support your journey toward a calmer mind and more restful sleep. Your path to peace begins now.